Something soft and soaked in pain. Heard the echo from the secret hideaway. He must have forgot to close his door as he cranked out those dismal chords, and his four walls declared him insane. I found my way right time, wrong place as I pled my case. You're the judge, oh no, set me free. You're the judge, oh no, set me free. But who exactly is the judge? This is a question I pondered all morning. I went to my internship and didn't have enough time to check on Twitter, and I saw an exchange from New Era News at New Era News and from Lake on Twitter at Keons from Click. So the conversation starts off by New Era News posting, "When times aren't the best and I'm on the edge, I'll listen for a song in the distance. Sahlo, Folina," which of course is Mulberry Street and Bandito. And as you see right there, we get the picture of the Bandito standing on top of this hill. And I can't unsee that they're standing on top of a dragon. Check out the Iceland video for that. To which Keons from the Click, Lake, responds that saying, "When the leader of the bad guys sang something soft and soaked in pain, I heard an echo from the secret hideaway," and goes on to continue. Maybe one of them sang Sahlo Folina, or maybe he thought Clancy was one of the leader of the bad guys, or maybe he heard Bandito thought they were the bad guys. Now, when I read this morning, I freaked out and I'm like, oh my gosh, because The Judge is one of my favorite songs off of Blurry Face. It's so underrated off of the album. He deserves a lot more love. And if it was connected with the Dima storyline whatsoever, I would love it. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Who is the judge? Who is singing the judge? Is Bishop singing the judge? Is it Clancy? Is Clancy the leader of the bad guys? What are the bad guys? And everything in between. So, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a really good day today. Hope your day's going well, and hope it's going to continue to go well. Fun fact, this is my second take at the intro because for whatever reason, my GoPro got rid of the first take. So, let's get right into it. This is everything to do with the judge. Let's start with that first question. Did a bishop sing this? Did a bishop sing Sahlo Folina, a song something soft and soaked in pain within the walls of Dima under the constraints of vialism? Is this one of the bishop's songs? So, if you don't know, Blurry Face is the common accepted theory amongst the clique of where the Dima storyline starts. This is where we get introduced to all the names of the bishop, this is where we get introduced to Blurry Face, and this is where we get the first music video in the Dima storyline with Heavy Dirty Soul. And during the hiatus, they must have planned out the rest of the entire story up to Trench, and they probably did scale nicely within the past year, and they found a way to tie it all the way back to Self-Titled. And each song, 9 songs off of the album, contains the name of the bishops hidden somewhere in there. I actually found this chart on Reddit by user Wheels13O, and it will show you every single name of the bishops as well as what songs theirs and where you can find them in the album. Now with 2 of them you do need to change 1 letter to get their names, and those are being Lesden and Nico. And of course it's commonly thrown around that Lesden and Lesbian have been just like interchangeable. However, Nico I feel is essential or else it sounds super racist. So we get the Keons is Heavy Dirty Soul, Sakarver is Tear My Heart, Listo is Ride, Lesden is Polarize, Riezdo is Doubt, Vetmo is Lane Boy, Andre's Fair Local, Nico is Stressed Out, and Nils is Goner. And again, you can check out the sheet of where you can find all their names in the album. Very covertly hidden away. And it's common belief also that each song has something to do with their own personality. For example, Heavy Dirty Soul is Keon's is Death, and Tyler's Fear of Death. And of course, Nico is Blurry Face, because my name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Now, the question arises again, who sings the judge? Because as you see, the judge isn't any of their songs. The 4 songs that don't belong to a bishop are, of course, the judge, We Don't Believe Was on TV, Hometown, and Not Today. Those 4 songs are just there, and the judge certainly has something to do with the Dima storyline, doesn't it? Maybe it doesn't, but I think it has to, just because there gotta be something there. Has to be something there. So, who can we throw out of this? Well, we can throw out 5 of them just because we really don't know anything about 5 of them. Those people being Alisto, Rizdo, Vetmo, Nils, and Andre, which means we're keeping Keons, Sakarver, Dan, Lesden, and Nico. Now, of these, Sakarver is definitely a top pick of someone who would sing Sahlo Folina within the walls of Dima, especially if we are going off of the theory that Sally is actually working with the Banditos to help overthrow Violence and to help overthrow Nico, and she is just a turncoat, just a plant in there to help them out, so she would probably sing Sahlo Folina. However, the problem is the gender that is sung within the judge, because they use a lot of he, him pronouns, and of course Sally could identify as a he or a him. However, it's common belief that Sally is a she, identifies as a female, so we can safely throw Sakarver out. So who else would sing it? Well, we can throw Lesden out of here also, just because they don't really seem that important. Like, if we're looking at the Lame Boy transition, while Sally was reciting "Why do I know these concepts? Tempted by control, controlled by temptation. Stay low, they say stay low." Dan was just chilling. He was just, yeah, I'm a bishop. So what? What are you gonna do about it? I don't know what Sally's doing, but what are you gonna do about it? So we can safely throw Lesden out as well, which leaves Keons and Nico. Now, of these, the leader of the bad guys, when in terms of Banditos talking about the bishops, definitely Nico, because as we know, the Keons is the nice one out of the two, and Nico is the iron grip, the one who goes outside Demon's walls and will pull you back in. So it'd be a weird twist if Nico sung Sahlo Folina with inside the walls of Dima. What a twist that would be. Of course, Keons, most likely he might sing Sahlo Folina, but we don't know, and it's kind of hard putting a song with a bishop that's not their song. I mean, it's shoved between Rizdo and Vetmo, but again, we throw them out because we don't know anything about them as much as we know about Nico and Keons. And of those, we know a lot more about Keons than any other bishop. I mean, not Keons, we know about Nico more than any other bishop. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? The GoPro media mod's all fun until you have to take a battery out because it overheats and freezes up your GoPro. Anyway, back to the video at hand. So, next question Lake provides is, what if Clancy, maybe he thought Clancy is the leader of the bad guys? To which we could take into 2 ways. One, they see that the bishops are the bad guys, which of course, as we know, yes, they are in Clancy as a leader of the bishops, which would be a very weird thing if Clancy turns out, hey, that's the 10th bishop, and their name is Clancy. It would be very weird if Clancy was a plant and the whole time the journals were propaganda set because they were trying to misdirect the Banditos, and Clancy was the mastermind of Violence the whole entire time. Or we go down path 2, and that is that Clancy is a big Billie Eilish fan and likes bumping bad guy in Dima. The bishop had enough and fed them to trash. Of course, I am joking that they thought that Clancy was the leader of the Banditos based off of the journals, which they found, and presumably, like, Clancy would be the leader of the bad guys, those nasty Banditos. So that is a possibility for that, unless it's some sort of third party that we don't know about within the Dima storyline. Maybe, like, I don't know, the civilians of Dima. No one asked what they wanted, so they're just going to revolt themselves. You got the Banditos, you got the bishops, and then they have the people of Dima. Hey, listen, we just want extra toppings on pizza down on Clancy Boulevard. I don't know where I'm going. I'm tired. And technically, we answered that last question that Lake provides, which is, what if they heard the Banditos and thought they were the bad guys? Which, of course, from a bishop standpoint, definitely, yes, that's the case. Now, if we're going off of Tyler's perspective of the album, it could be the bishops, definitely, because, I mean, as we know, Tyler, Josh, like that, and then Josh will come save Tyler. However, Josh just keeps letting Tyler get drugged back into Dima. Now, if this is from the perspective of Clancy, it could literally mean either way, because, I mean, the bishops, then again, it's bishops Keons, and Clancy loves Keons because Keons is so nice. However, screw Dima. Then, like, seeing a whole bunch of banditos, they're like, what is this rebel group? So, who knows? Or maybe it's a possible third option to where... Who knows? Who knows? So to summarize everything up, a bishop who would probably sing Sahlo Folina is definitely set as a cover if she is the turncoat. However, in the judge, it goes from a different perspective where it's talking about the main judge of the Dima Council, which is most likely Nico, Mr. Iron Fist himself. And if Nico sings Sahlo Folina, that would be the biggest swerve ever. Now, if we're going off of Clancy, it could be either way that Clancy thinks that the banditos or the bishops are the bad guys, because Clancy, we really don't know what they are thinking. We don't know what what the perspective of the album is. I mean, we of course know Blurry Face is a Tyler concept, so it's definitely Tyler, but the banditos are the good guys, so it could be that the bishops are evil, thus the leader of the bad guys being Nico, and that Clancy is the leader of the bad guys. Maybe just that's what Tyler thought. Who knows? But anyway, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Sorry this was like just a bit all over the place. I just found it super interesting. My mind has been wandering all day and I'm super tired and I got work in the morning. But I took a 3-hour nap today. I'm proud of myself. Self-care and all that stuff. Finally self-care. But anyway, guys, I'll go ahead and see you later with a video mostly coming out at noon Eastern Standard Time, when the thing from Rocksound is supposed to drop, which I can confirm, not the Saturday music video. It's not the Saturday music video. We all thought it was going to come early as like a little early Christmas present. It's not. It's not, which means it's most likely just the cover of a magazine. So, still cool stuff. But when that gets confirmed, I'll see you guys at noon. Anyway, well, I'll see you then. Goodbye, and good day, but more importantly, have a good day. That was a really good snap.